Welcome back, fans of Nerdom, to another episode of Star Trek Online. The last episode, we had the Dominion attack through the wormhole and take a DS9, and now we are around Bajor. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the episodes, and I will scroll down the Cardassian story arc to Of Bajor.
We've evacuated everyone we could to Bajor, and we're setting up a base there to coordinate our counterattack against the Dominion. I won't lie to you, though. It's not gonna be easy. We were caught completely off guard by Karakan and his fleet, and the Bajorans are none too pleased to have house guests. We must balance the needs of the civilian populace with those of the Starfleet and Klingon forces currently on the surface. Starfleet needs all the help it can get planet-side right now. Transport down to our staging area on Bajor. You'll find me there. Captain Kurland will join us as soon as he can.
I accept. And we shall beam down to Bajor. Transporter Chief. Welcome to the city of Hathon, Admiral Zeriz. Commander Messi Ashibe asked me to inform her you had arrived. She's been waiting for you in her office at the Starfleet base. I'll add the coordinates to your map. Okay, we are going to report to Ashibe, which is over here. And there's some other players, doing this as well. So we go this way to talk to Ashibe. You know, I still miss the Mirror Universe Bajor. It was seedy. It was, filthy. But it wasn't filthy like totally, like dirty filth, scrounging filth. It was just sleazy. With giant dancing holographic women. Okay, so over here? Yeah, over here. Oh, Starfleet. Haha. Alright, whoa. Commander Messi Ashibe.
Time is short.
Welcome to Bajor. This will serve as our base of operations while we work to retake DS9. I need you to give me your best here. Everyone needs to be in top shape for the counterattack on DS9. But before that can happen, we need to make sure this base is fully operational. We're guests here on Bajor, but the locals don't view us that way. I thought that Bajor joining the Federation would be a step in the right direction, but the Bajorans in this city seem to think this is the second coming of the Cardassian occupation. Be on your best behavior and try to do all you can to smooth some of the ruffled feathers. A civilian uprising is a headache I don't need. I'll have something for you later. Report to Lieutenant Jirel Kov first. She'll know what tasks are most critical. Alright. So, she is over here somewhere. That's probably her.
How can I help you?
Great to see you! We can use all the help we can get here. The attack on DS9 has put everything here into a tailspin. We're setting up a base to coordinate the campaign to take the station back, but it's slow going. This area of the city is older, and it doesn't have the infrastructure we need. Good thing we have talented officers like you who know how to whip up a few technical miracles.
Do you need something?
Engineering. Required renovations. We've cobbled together a base here faster than I expected, but we had to use whatever equipment was at hand. Starfleet is sending supply ships out, but that will take time. Until then, we'll have to do the best we can. A lot of this equipment is old or outdated, and we're experiencing a significant number of malfunctions. What I could really use is an engineer who's handy with a hyperspanner to make repairs. Think you're up to the task? Go through the base on Bajor and repair malfunctioning equipment. You only need to complete one of the following missions to advance the story. Okay.
I'm here to help.
I only need to do this one mission, so repair things. So let's just walk up, interact with items. Repair readout display. Okay, that's done. Is there anything else to repair in here? How about over here? No? All good? Oh. Oh, that's access my mail. Okay. So I guess we repair some things over here. Over here. Things to repair in here? No? No. Ah, here's something to repair. Repair the console. Oh, I could repair it again? I just fixed it, it broke again! What's this junk? Okay, so anything in here to fix now? No? Okay. So I have to go down to, looks like medical, that's over here? Let's see, what's broken in here that are not people? I don't work well at fixing people. Oh, there's a piece of glass there. Repair the biobed. Alright. Oh, did it break? It broke again. There. Repair medical library console. Oh gosh. Repair the biobed again. Jeez. Oh, God, the biobed again is broken? Alright, I repaired everything in the medical area. So that means there's... Oh, there's more equipment broken in Starfleet Command and in Operations. So, there's more stuff broken in here. Somewhere. If I could find it. Show me the glowy things. Things that are glowing. Oh, right there. Repair the holodeck. This is going between... Oh, repair the desk console. Oh, repair the holodeck again. Okay. They weren't kidding when these things were outdated and kind of broken, were they? Okay, so what's in here that needs fixing? Inside operations. Oh! Readout display is broken again. And it's broken again. Oh, and then this console. And I need to repair one more thing. Oh, it's the readout again. It just does not function at all. Wow. Okay, that's all of that completed. So, time to report to... Okay, I finished this, so talk to Jarrell. Okay, thanks! Everything is working perfectly now. It will take a lot of good engineers to complete our mission here. Continue.
I'm here to help.
Alright, let's see, contemplating captains. We have several holodeck training programs developed for the advanced tactical training programs as an introduction to ground combat against Dominion opponents. This one will pitch you against a changeling. It's unclear whether there is a changeling with the Dominion forces on DS9, but it's always a good idea to be prepared. You can use the holodeck here to run the program. And remember, we have a lot that needs to be done here on Bajor, so choose the combat training that suits your needs the best. Don't spend all day in the holodeck.
I'm here to help.
Studying soldiers. So against Jem'Hadar. Well,
I'm here to help.
We'll go with the one where we
I'm here to
have to
help.
defeat the changeling. Now we go into load combat training. Let us begin. I don't know anything intelligent or witty to say during these loading screens, so I made it boring for you, sadly. Combat training, changeling. Search suspicious crates for life signs. Well, I'll just put down my phaser turret here and my quantum mortar. Put down some mines now. You too, Zarva, put down some mines. And no abnormal entity detected. Okay. Let's see, where else could... Oh, over here. Well, life signs detected. Changeling. It's a changeling. Ah, he's choking me! Well, guess what? Eat my spray! Oh, I didn't even get him, did I? Roomba, go! Support drone, go! More mines! More mines! That's the answer to everything. More mines. Ow. He is a massive puddle now. He is Puddle Man. Put the mortar down here. Turret. Medical generator. Eat my spray. Take him down. More mines. Eat my spray. Your captain has dealt 150,000 plasma damage, and I earned the accomplishment Superheated Slayer. Oh! He's a puddle! Capture Changeling! Wahaha. Wait, how did I get a defeated Changeling from a holodeck? I'm not even gonna ask, because Moriarty. You remember the next generation. Moriarty. End the simulation on the holodeck. As far as we know, there are no changelings with the Force on DS9, but it never hurts to be prepared. I run that program at least once a day.
I'm here to help.
Okay. This one will pit you against large Jem'Hadar ships from cruisers to a dreadnought. I know you were in the battle on DS9, but you're going to be facing more Jem'Hadar before we retake the station, and you need to be ready for them. You could use the holodeck to run the program, and remember, we have a lot that needs to be done here on Bajor. Okay, we accept. We gotta complete this mission to move the main story mission along. Then I accept it?
I'm here to help.
Accept.
I'm here to help.
There. Combat training. Combat training. Oh, more loading. Nothing witty to say. So that Ketrasil White, huh? Yeah. It's dubiously white. The Jem'Hadar are addicted to it, which might be something that has a more profound meaning. Jem'Hadar heavy escort on the bow. Fire torpedo spread. Bring us about. Full barrage. Unleash on their starboard, or wait, that's their port side. Defeat the Jem'Hadar battleships. Whoa, what are they shooting at? Oh, I got an ally? That cannon spam. Oh. Ooh. Repulsors. Federation cruiser. Ooh. Just got taken out hard. Jem'Hadar Dreadnought. What the? Wow, that is huge. Hello. It's gonna park right in front of you. That's fine, yes? Holy! Ow. That was stupid. I just parked right in front of him. I got hit point blank. My everything. Oh, I am such a numpty. Kit, that was stupid. I know. I got annihilated. Yeah, I'll just park right behind him. Point the blank. I really need better weapons. These are doing so little damage. Well, probably because he's a dreadnought too, so he's got all kind of buff resistances and whatnot. Because yeah, they kind of warped in 5 ships to help me take down one of those. So leave the holodeck. I have completed the mission. Leave simulation. Simulation. I said simulation, right? I didn't say assimilation. Huh. Kitty. 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 Hi. Hi, kitty. She's asking for attention. It's early in the morning. Talk to Jarrell Cov. Excellent! Someday I might switch to the command track and try to become a ship commander for myself. Until then, the holodeck is enough for me.
I'm here. Do you need something?
I'm ready to help with something else. Thanks to you, we have everything under control here at the base. You should head out to the city and help the Bajorans. Colonel Cubis Pole of the militia has been asking for assistance. Find him, and he should be able to point you in the right direction.
I'm here to help.
Alright, so now we gotta do something with the Bajoran militia. Cat's just looking at me and going, "Mrr, mrr." Yeah, I know you want petties, kitty. There. There. Petties. Petties. Pet, 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 pet. Oh, he's over here. Yeah. Petty, kitty, petty. Alright. He's in this building. No, that's not him. There he is.
We have a situation here.
Welcome to Bajor. I wish your visit here could be under better circumstances. This whole DS9 situation troubles me, and having Starfleet here on Bajor has opened up some old wounds. And letting the Klingons come down too? That's like dropping a plasma torch in a deuterium tank. What we need to do now is convince people that they're safe and that we have this situation under control. Let's see. Okay, I just need to do one of these missions, right? Yes. We need to find a way to soothe people here in the city. They're so wrapped up in suspicion and mistrust that they're not thinking clearly. The conspiracy theories are running wild, and people aren't seeing how good they have it. All they're thinking about is old hurts and half-forgotten stories. Yes, Starfleet is here, and the Jem'Hadar are in DS9. But if you listen to some people talk, it's the occupation all over again. Go see Ranjan Ravel at the Hadara Temple. He always had the pulse of the people, and he might have an idea of what to do. Alright, we shall do that. Many missions. So, this is going to be like just running around on Bajor doing stuff, huh? A bunch of exposition. I mean, I could just keep tapping F to rush through all the dialogue and not really narrate or read any of it. But I think that's entertaining for you people. Because, well, I mean, some of it I don't inquire more. Talk to Ranjan Ravel.
I follow the will of the prophets.
Admiral, there has been a great deal of civil unrest here on Bajor. The loss of Deep Space Nine is reminding people of the dark days of the occupation and the Dominion War. And while most people were pleased when Bajor joined the Federation, there were others who believed that Bajor should remain independent. Having Starfleet and Klingon Empire officers building a base here now has stirred up a lot of dark feelings, and the people are uneasy and afraid.
The people of this city need to remember that the prophets are watching over them, and that everything that has happened is all a part of their great plan. I've been going through some of our texts to try to find a way to explain the will of the prophets, but there are many books, and I must prepare my sermon for the next service. Perhaps you can think of something we can do to restore faith in the prophets. Please, use my books. You may find something in one of them that will soothe my people's troubled hearts.
Great. Oh God. Oh God. Well, this is an exposition episode. 2 days ago, my master and I were called to the home of Borjas, a farmer whose home was near the Kola Mountains. Borjas was tied to a bed in a darkened room. His wife told me that he had been restrained to keep him from harming himself. It may have been too late. By the time we arrived, Borjas already clawed out his own eyes. There was no time to lose. I, a lowly Ranjen, could not help this poor afflicted man. Only the light of the prophets could drive the Pa-wraith out of him. My master's soft-spoken prayers were met with howls of rage. He began lurking inside Borjas. Or the being lurking inside Borjas could not stand the pain and lashed out. He managed to break the restraints holding him to the bed and lunged at my master, knocking over the incense burner we were using and setting the curtains ablaze. I struggled to hold Borjas so the Vedek could finish driving the Pa-wraith out of his body. He was strong, almost supernaturally so, and soon we were both bloodied. I can still hear the Vedek's chants, Taradak Ishelm Ren Amba Deram Tamin. His voice was like faith never waned. At last, Borjas raised his eyes. He looked at me and said, "You will find it, Korra. You are the harbinger, and where you go, the reckoning follows." Then, with a final anguished scream, it was gone, and Borjas was free. That's my cat. One moment. So, yeah, sometimes she likes to meow into the closet, and the closet is very echoey, and it like amplifies her meow. So I have to kind of like call at her. Pa-wraiths are creatures of lies. My master tells me not to worry about what the creature inside Borjas said. But as the days go by, I find myself dwelling on his words again and again. The archaeologists working at Bahala have asked for volunteers, and my master has given me leave to join them. Perhaps in the ancient city I will find peace. And that won't work. Oh my... Oh my lord. Read Death Chance. I don't really want to read all these books. Oh gosh. Can I just talk to you, Ravel?
How can I help you?
What do you
May the
need?
prophets bless you.
We need to find something to inspire the people in our smart. Perhaps there's something we can do to evoke these feelings. The people know that there is nothing to fear. Oh, alright, wasn't the right book. Okay, okay, proclamations? Be at peace with the world. Only through acceptance at the trials of this existence can you learn from them. Darkness will extinguish the light. Good men will die. The people will be beset by tribulations and strife. You cannot change these things. The only thing you could change is yourself. Be at peace with yourself. You are not perfect. You will be tempted. You will act against the teachings of the prophets. Understand that these things will happen, and accept them. Acknowledge your failings. The reed that grows in still water will snap when the wind begins to blow. Be at peace with the prophets. The paths to the celestial temple are without number, and those who dwell within cannot be understood by anyone who has never stood in their presence. The prophets teach us and guide us. They are not here to smooth the path, only to help us understand why the rocks are there. Okay, that wasn't good enough. Horan's seventh prophecy. He will come to the palace bearing no malice, carrying a chalice filled with sweet wine. In his hands will be 7 branches, and on his brow 7 stars. He will be wrapped in cloth of many colors and spread joy wherever he goes. He will be admitted to the palace and seated at the right hand of the throne. He will speak of many things with the emissary, and their words will bring great wisdom to the people. The people will bring many gifts to him, and in return he will give them treasures beyond price. The land will be at peace. When the moon shines in the day, and the night is bright with sun, watch for his coming. Spread a table for him with red cloth, and burn fragrant herbs. Celebrate, for he is the herald. When he arrives, the people and the prophets will be as one. Why does that kind of sound like a reversal of the apocalypse? Oh god, do I really... Observations for the Days of Atonement. There is no one among us who is perfect. Everyone has faltered. Everyone has been tempted. Even the Kai's faith can be tested. The prophets understand this and love us despite our failings. They do, however, ask us to atone and seek forgiveness for the wrongs we do. First, you must seek the forgiveness of the prophets. This is the easiest step of your journey, for all it takes is to admit your failings and seek absolution. Do this sincerely and you will be forgiven. But while the forgiveness of the prophets is a powerful force, you must also seek forgiveness from those whom you have wronged. Go to the man or woman you hurt and tell them how sorry you are. Offer to make amends, understand their pain, for you share it with them. And if the person you harmed was yourself, it is more important than ever to atone and forgive. There is no love without forgiveness, and no forgiveness without love. Prepare yourself with prayer before you ask for forgiveness. Open your heart and understand not only what you have done wrong, but also why you did it. And if someone asks forgiveness of you, give it gladly and with an open heart. Forgiveness does not mean denying responsibility a misdeed, nor does it mean minimizing or justifying that wrong. All you must do to forgive is to set the pain free so that the scars on your soul could heal. I think I'm gonna go get the other mission now. That is way too many books for me to want to actually read and deal with exposition and speak because my throat's already like, yeah, scratch. Oh, and I ran right into this forklift? Like a forklift. A very stylized forklift. So, about that other mission? There are a lot of people who aren't happy about how Bajorans avoid such about outsiders, yada yada yada. Ah. There's a protester by the fountain stirring up the crowd, and we'll have a riot on our hands if we don't put it to a stop. Talk to him. Don't violate his right to free speech and assembly, but maybe you could convince him that Starfleet isn't the return of the Cardassians. Yep, I'm gonna go do that one. Even though it's probably gonna be just as much talking. Oh my lord. I really don't want to read all those texts though. I was just like... Yeah, I missed the giant dancing holographic woman. Yeah, I miss the seedy city version of Bajor. It also had a lot more skyscrapers too, didn't it? Talk to the Bajoran protester.
This is our home!
The Bajoran people will not stand for another hostile occupation. The Cardassians did enough damage to our world. We deserve peace, prosperity, and the right to govern ourselves. Starfleet does not want to occupy Bajor. So you say, prove that you don't intend to occupy this planet. The Bajoran government is stable. They don't need us to tell them what to do.
Bajor for Bajorans!
The Cardassians were able to pit Bajoran against Bajoran by starving us and depriving us of our basic rights. Any small comfort they allowed us as a reward for being their puppets was treated like we'd won a lottery. Neighbor turned against neighbor and brothers reported on their families. In the end, many people were labeled as collaborators when all they tried to do was fill their children's empty stomachs. Let's see. I feel like saying, if it's that easy to convince Bajorans to turn on one another, you would have done so even without the Cardassians. Oh no! Don't incite a riot. Ugh. Great. I don't want to talk. I don't want to read all the religious text.
Bajor for Bajorans!
Bajor has a rich cultural heritage. The first thing the Cardassians did during the occupation was try to remove all sense of our cultural identity. When the Cardassians came, our artists and entertainers were forced to work as slaves. The rural way of life that had sustained us for countless generations was destroyed with our farmlands. And when the Dajara caste system was abolished, our society was left in a disaster. Artists became soldiers, and soldiers turned into farmers and bakers. We lost knowledge that had been handed down for generations, and the people were left to struggle through life as best as they could. Don't incite a riot, so don't insult. Artistic desires can never be destroyed, only suppressed temporarily. Artists will find ways to create. So you say, prove that you don't intend to occupy this planet. Okay. You may be right, Admiral. I never saw it that way. Hey, I talked down the protester. 2 out of 8. Bajor has a rich history, and its people have repeatedly fought for their rights.
We will not be slaves!
The Bajoran people have been fighting a war for so long. We no longer know how to live in peace. The Federation rules us now. They may be kinder than the Cardassians, but they are still occupiers. Look at our history since the occupation. The Circle, the Konma, the Maquis, thousands of our young people joining Starfleet to fight the Dominion and the Empire. Our only art now is violence. Alright, talk this guy down without insulting him. What options do I have? The Bajoran people have become some of the fiercest fighters in the Alpha Quadrant. Your skill as warriors is commendable. If you feel remorse for the violence in Bajor's past, then you have not changed as much as you think you have. That's going to insult him. The freedom fighters of the past do not deserve to be called terrorists by you today. Oh, fuck. The Bajoran people have become some of the fiercest fighters in the Alpha Quadrant. Your skill as warriors is commendable. Oh, so you say. Okay, Okay, talk the processor down 3 out of 8. Right. The Bajoran religion is a key cultural keystone.
We will not be slaves!
One of the worst side effects of the occupation was the loss of faith among Bajorans. We have followed the teachings of the prophets for thousands of years. During the Cardassian rule, however, our religious leaders were executed and our monasteries were closed. The atrocities that we experienced made it difficult for anyone to believe in the prophets. What's even worse is that the emissary allowed the path to the Celestial Temple to be closed during the Dominion War. People turned to the Pa race in an attempt to have their prayers answered. Oh no, that's an insult. The cult of the Pa race is a viable religion alternative. No. This is the first one. The prophets never abandoned Bajor. Speak, and they listen. Woo! Yay! We appreciate that you are willing to share this city with us while we coordinate our campaign against the Jem'Hadar.
This is our home!
Many Bajorans were displaced during the occupation. Thousands died in labor camps far from their homes. And even if you weren't forced into the camps, life was uncertain. Do you know that when Gul Perak commanded the weapons depot here, during the occupation, he executed 15 farmers simply for not displaying the Cardassian banner outside of their homes? We're already seeing this here. Starfleet and the KDF are taking over this section of the city. Soon Bajorans will be pushed out of their businesses and homes to make room for more soldiers. Oh. Shoot. That's an insult, because it's you should be grateful for us. We are grateful. This is a temporary arrangement. All Starfleet operations will move back to DS9 once the issue with the Jem'Hadar is settled. Yeah, I'm going to select the third one. We are grateful for the space Bajor has lent us. All of the improvements we're making will be left as tokens of our appreciation. Whew, so you say. Prove that you don't intend to occupy this planet. Many of our facilities, including our sickbay and holidays, are available for use by any Bajoran.
Bajor for Bajorans!
Land wasn't the only thing the Cardassians took from us. They treated us like animals. Thousands lost their lives in medical experiments or were permanently injured through malnutrition and neglect. The Cardassians didn't care if we lived or died. The only thing that mattered was that healthy Bajorans could process more ore. Let's see. Our doctors have sworn an oath to do no harm to their patients. They will help anyone who wants to make use of their services. The medical facilities we have set up here are for officers injured in the attack on... Alright, I'm gonna pick... our doctors have sworn an oath to do no harm to their patients. They will help anyone who wants to make use of their service. Yay! Last one. Bajor is a beautiful world. We have no wish to harm it.
We will not be slaves!
The Cardassian occupation took everything from Bajor. Our resources were stripped away with no regard for allowing them to replenish for future generations. This planet is nothing but a shell of what it once was. The materials taken by the Cardassians were reinvested into Bajor through projects like the construction of Deep Space Nine. Bajor may have lost some resources, but is still an incredibly rich planet. With careful planning, we could prevent further damage to Bajor and even reverse some of the long-lasting effects of the occupation. I'm gonna compliment Bajor. Ooh. That's technically correct, but I still think you're missing the bigger picture. Alright. We don't want to leave a mark on Bajor. When we leave, we will leave your city as we found it.
This is our home!
Bajor was scarred by the Cardassians who stripped away her bounty, but that was worse. But what was worse was their complete lack of consideration for the environment. The soil, air, and water have been poisoned. Entire species of flora and fauna have been wiped out or irrevocably damaged. New pests with no natural predators were introduced, and now they're overwhelming native populations. We can work together. Yay! Yeah! I did it! I'm a diplomat! And I didn't have to read all those religious texts. But still, I bet that was pretty boring. Oh, that's not really exciting. This mission has not been exciting so far, has it? It's been rather bland, boring, and kind of blah. Oh. No. Return to Colonel Cubis Pol. He's this way. This way? We should go this way. Yeah, this way. Oh, we're almost done with this. This is like turning into like 45 minutes of just exposition. I heard of what you had to say to those protesters. Excellent work. I think people will start seeing things your way. Continue. Bajor needs your help. Petition the prophets? The Vedic Assembly has agreed to allow you to access the Orb of Prophecy and Change. This is a great honor, but it is also a great responsibility. Many people want to know why the prophets didn't intervene to stop the Jem'Hadar from attacking Deep Space Nine. I know the prophets would never abandon us. They must have a reason for why they didn't act. It is up to you to carry their message back to us. All right, we'll petition the prophets. Hopefully they'll speak. What? Oh, that's a bug. That's a bug. See, when I look up, it's fine. When I look down, it's fine. When I look straight ahead, I can see straight through. What the hell? Alright, so off we go. We shall go consult with the prophets. Well, there's prophets and then profits. Right. This, yes. Use the orb of prophecy and change. Why have the prophets seen fit to return the Jem'Hadar fleet? Oh, that went too fast.
You are not grateful. We saved Bajor at the Cisco's insistence. It cost him dearly.
We moved the fleet, but we needed to put it back.
A hand that remains closed
ceases to be a hand.
The fleet needs to exist, as you must return.
Well, damn it, Cisco. You screwed us, then. Oh, bother. Alrighty. That's Cubist Call. You should feel blessed. The prophets don't speak to everyone. I have faith in their plan for Bajor. You are an important part of that plan.
Peace and quiet. That's what we need.
Commander Ashebe needs your help with communications. Report to her and she could give you the details. Wow, this is like an hour-long exposition episode. I mean, I know I'm complaining now. I knew what I was getting into. I've played this mission before, but actually reading and speaking everything is taking a long time. This is like a really lengthy episode, you know? And it didn't have to be so lengthy. We will retake DS9. Is there anything else that needs to be done?
I have new orders for you.
We've managed to set up a subspace relay outside in the courtyard. I need you to pick up any transmissions coming from Deep Space Nine. We need intel. Anything we can learn about the state of things on the station will help. Alright, Subspace Spy Works. Accept.
I have new orders for you.
Oh boy. We will scan subspace frequencies. Ooh, contact frequency 483.5. Accessing Quarks. Do you want to proceed? Ooh. To access Quark's delivery menu, press 1 now. There will be a surcharge for all changed or cancelled orders. A gratuity charge will be added to all orders. If you wish to speak to a waiter, please stay on the line. There will be a small convenience fee for access. If you wish to disconnect now, a small penalty fee will be applied to your account. Oh gosh. Alright, that wasn't the correct frequency. Lower the frequency. Oh. No. Increase contact. Accessing Temple Data Network. Do you want to proceed? Initiate communication. Temple services are every day at 10 and 1800. If you wish to speak to a Ranjan, please remain on the line and one will be through with you shortly. Okay, that's not the one I needed. Alright. No, I don't need to lower the scan frequency more. Okay. Let's see. Quarks was like 400. Yeah, that was Quarks. Oh. Accessing logs. Subspace communication deep space. Accessing last personal log. I think the chief has it out for me. I make one simple mistake that anyone could make, blow out a couple dozen power couplings, and he reassigns me to maintenance on the fusion reactor? Anybody could scrub conduits. I have real talent. I should be running this station. Okay. increase the frequency. Okay, we were on the terahertz bands, now we're going to go to the gigahertz. And we will lower the frequency. We're just sweeping and clearing. Contact frequency. Accessing Niners. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Welcome to Niners Sweets and Treats remote ordering system. Would you like to order a Jumja stick delivery? Okay, that wasn't the correct one, obviously. Lower, 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 lower. No. Back to gigahertz. Increase frequency. There we go. Accessing Bashir 62. Do you want to proceed? Initiate communication. Vic's Las Vegas Lounge. Nah, Vic ain't here right now. He's playing golf with Dean and Sammy. You want to leave a message? Okay, lower, 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 lower. Accessing security office. Do you want to proceed? Access denied. Alright, that's fine. Lower the scan. Right. Gigahertz to megahertz. And we start from the bottom and increase the frequency. Accessing Dabo with Lita. Sure. Why not?
Dabo!
Okay. Dabo! Okay. Increase the scan frequency. Accessing ops. Sure. Who is this? Okay, that's not the... Right. That's... Okay. That's, he's definitely not going to talk to us if we initiate. Oh... Private Network 5492. Please stand by. It's Adron. Hey, who is this? How did you find this channel? Wait, don't terminate this communication. I'm a friend. Oh, wait, I know you. I recognize you from earlier. You were trying to help that Deferi ambassador get a holosuite appointment. I like your style. I'm Hadron, the bartender at Quarks. This is my alternate subspace communication channel. I use it for business matters. Legitimate, legal business. Sometimes I don't want Kurland and company listening in on my dealings, but that doesn't make them any less legitimate. Can you tell me anything about the Jem'Hadar on the station? They're terrible for business. There's a lot of them. They're mean, they don't eat or drink, and they brought Ketracel Whites with them. The Vorta with them has been in once or twice. Always orders Tula berries, never talks, and never pays. My profits are going down the drain. Hey, you are planning on coming back, right? Bringing the fleet back to kick these guys out? I need actual paying customers. I'll even give a discount on all drinks for the first hour after the station is reclaimed. Top shelf drinks excluded, of course. We are taking Deep Space Nine back, but we need your help. Oh, right. The Jem'Hadar Alpha is named Kurakan. He's a real rough customer, the biggest and the meanest of them all. He's got a Vorta with him. Her name is Loris. She's tough, but she hasn't gone out of her way to make our lives miserable. She's allowing those of us who didn't evacuate to stay, but only if we toe the line and don't give the Jem'Hadar any trouble. Honestly, how's a businessman supposed to make a living like this? The weird part is that they think the Dominion War is still going on. I heard Loris and Karukan talking. They expected an entire Dominion fleet to be here waiting for them and a changeling to be in charge. It's crazy. They've been hauling people in for questioning, and teams of Jem'Hadar have been tearing the station apart looking for this captive changeling. What happened to these guys? They get stuck in a black hole for 30 years? Thanks for your help. We'll return as soon as possible, but you'll need to hold on a little while longer. Ah, so that's what happened. They got stuck in the wormhole for 30 years. Since the, war. That's an interesting development. I'll keep in touch with Hadrian. Maybe he can get more information to us.
I have new orders for you.
The Dominion are looking for a founder, and they think the war is still going on? We need to clear up this confusion pronto. Maybe they'll be willing to leave the station peacefully if we convince them the war has been over for decades. I think we're ready to contact DS9 to try to talk to the leaders of the fleet. I want you to be our contact. Captain Curlin will link in and assist you during negotiations. Oh boy. Use the communication hardware in the Bajoran Militia HQ. Oh, gotta go this way. Oh, I hear someone shooting. This episode is way long. Way long. This is like watching an actual episode of, like, The Next Generation or DS9. Contact Deep Space Nine. Hail DS9, but then let me do the talking. I know you could handle this alone, Admiral, but this is my station. It's my responsibility to try to get it back. Hail DS9. Hailing Deep Space Nine on an encrypted channel, putting it on screen now.
Who is this? What do you want?
Let's not be so hasty, Karu-Khan. They obviously went to a great deal of trouble to contact us. I am Loris of the Dominion, temporary governor of Deep Space Nine. How can I help you?
Thank you for agreeing to talk, Loris. I am Captain James Kurland of the Federation Space Station Deep Space Nine. It is my hope that we can find a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Of course, Captain. You want your station back. But this is a war, and your station is my prize.
I know this will be hard for you to accept, but there is no war. It's been over for decades. Your fleet was diverted when you attempted to pass through the wormhole. The Prophets... There is a great deal we have to explain, but please understand, we are not your enemies.
I am not a fool, Captain. We have reviewed the records in DS9's databanks. Why should I believe this fantasy of prophets and time travel? Show me proof that what you say is true.
Loris, I asked Admiral Zereed of the USS Homework to join us today. Admiral, could you please step in here? Our esteemed Vorta would like some proof to back up our position. Show video records from the end of the Dominion War, review the current state of the wormhole theory, discuss the details of the Treaty of Bajor. I'll discuss the details of the Treaty of Bajor. The Dominion signed a treaty with the Allied forces of the Alpha Quadrant that ended the war you are continuing to fight. Perhaps if you examine the agreement more closely, you would see how and why the war ended, and be more comfortable following the treaty's provisions. And discuss the treaty.
The treaty that ended the Dominion War was signed by representatives from the Allied forces and the Dominion on Deep Space Nine. This treaty established the end of the occupation of Cardassian space by the Dominion and the Breen. In addition, the Dominion agreed to immediately withdraw all ships and personnel to the Gamma Quadrant.
You have a document, Captain. I have a fleet. And control of your station. I haven't heard anything yet that would persuade me to surrender DS9.
Show that a founder was involved in crafting the treaty.
If one of the gods was involved in the creation of this treaty, then I would be compelled to honor it. However, I do not see this founder. Where are they? If you truly had the founder's support, one would be standing at your side.
Oh. I guess that's the end of that. Of Bejor, thank you for your assistance. Now that we know more about the current situation on DS9, we can decide how to best take tactical advantage. There is only one end to this scenario, Admiral. We retake DS9. There is no other acceptable alternative. Ooh, I could get a kit. Yeah, I'll just take the Gem Hadar armor because it's part of the set.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Okay, that was a very long episode. I'm gonna give Alyssa the armor, and she has the weapon. So, that is that episode done. It is way over time on this episode. I at least hope you enjoyed all the exposition. If you actually stuck to the very end of this, I am actually very surprised, and I very, very, very much thank you. I hope you will enjoy the next episode much more, because I was actually pretty bored doing this episode. I hate to say that, but exposition isn't always the greatest thing. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds of all types, rejoice. Thank you, and have a good one.